I'm back to talk more shit about oversaturated designer jewelry. Well, sort of. A few weeks ago I made a video about how I found the Cleef and Arpels Alhambra collection very boring. Most of you agreed with me, some of you did not, a few people had their feathers ruffled. So I just want to say before we start, if this kind of jewelry is your cup of tea, good for you. If you already own these pieces, good for you. If it is your dream to own one of these pieces, good for you. You shouldn't really care what an internet stranger thinks about a particular piece of jewelry, but this is one that came up a lot in the comments of the Cleef and Arpels video, so I thought it was a good time to talk about it. We are, of course, talking about the Cartier nail bracelet. This is technically known as the Juste Clou bracelet, which means just a nail, and it starts at an eye-watering $3,800 for the small version. And now for some background info on this bracelet. Cartier, of course, has been open since 1847, originally opened in Paris. With the last video, a few people accused me of not understanding the legacy of a brand like Cleef and Arpels. Oh no, I do, and that's why that sort of jewelry really pisses me off. Cartier has produced some of the most exquisite jewels I've ever laid my eyes on. They've made some of the most beautiful tiaras we've talked about. They still make incredible jewelry, but these pieces in the Juste Clou collection definitely represent the lowest tier of what Cartier is capable of. The bracelet itself, which was originally just called the nail bracelet, was designed in 1971. Designed by an Italian designer from Naples named Aldo Cipulo, this bracelet represented a major turning point for the company because it was the first piece of androgynous and edgy jewelry that they'd produced. If this is something that's on your bucket list, I do implore you to potentially purchase one used or vintage. If you get an earlier Juste Clou bracelet, you're getting a piece that was made during a time when luxury actually stood for something. As we learned with the recent fiasco concerning luxury bags being made in Chinese factories, it's an empty term, it means nothing, and all of this stuff is mass-produced. So what do I offer as an alternative? I have a deep love for the first iteration of the nail bracelet trend. These were very popular during the Edwardian era, just around the turn of the 20th century. You see these nail bracelets, which were made to look like horseshoe nails curved into a bangle, quite often in this time period. I find them incredibly charming, graceful, and interesting, and they have a wonderful meaning. These were being made at a time when there was a huge vogue for equestrian-themed jewelry because women were experiencing freedoms in the world of hunting and riding that they had not experienced in a very long time, if ever. So this style of equestrian jewelry represented a freedom that women were experiencing in the outdoors and the sporting world that they did not have before. Do I think this design is as boring as the Alhambra line? No, I think it has its merits. Do I prefer the original iteration of this design from the Edwardian era? Yes, not only aesthetically, but in terms of craftsmanship and quality.